At this time next week, we'll be watching the second innings of the first match of the 2023 ODI World Cup live from Ahmedabad in India. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm just going to briefly go through some of the facts surrounding the 2023 ODI World Cup. It starts on Thursday, October 5, and will end on Sunday, November 19. So that's all 6 weeks of cricket, 1 month and 2 weeks of cricket. Over the length of the tournament, each team will play each other once, and the top four will qualify for the semifinals. There are 10 venues spread across India that the teams will be playing in. The final and the first match and the final will be played at Ahmedabad. So on the screen there are the 10 teams: Ahmedabad, Bengaluru, Chennai, Delhi, Dharamsala, Hyderabad, Calcutta, Lucknow, Mumbai, and Pune. Those are the 10 venues. As I said, the final will be played at Ahmedabad. The semifinals will be played in Mumbai. Semifinal 1 will be in Mumbai, and semifinal 2 will be played in Calcutta. The 10 teams in the tournament, minus the West Indies, who won the tournament on the first two occasions in 1975 and 1979. But this year, they did not qualify. On the screen are the 10 teams listed in alphabetical order that are going to take part in this tournament: Afghanistan, Australia, Bangladesh, England, India, New Zealand, Netherlands, Pakistan, South Africa, and Sri Lanka. Today, at 12 midnight India Standard Time, which is 1:30 p.m. in Jamaica and 2:30 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean, all final squad should have been submitted by then. They would have submitted a preliminary squad to the ICC. But tonight at 12 midnight India Standard Time, all squad would have been concluded. So far, the information coming from the ICC is that all teams have submitted their final squad at this time. They are allowed to carry 15 players in the squad, along with 3 reserve. Should there be an injury or should a change be required to the squad after 12 midnight India time tonight, then the competition technical committee will have to approve that change. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Now, of the 10 teams taking part in the tournament, I expect that 9 of those teams can really qualify for the semifinals. It will take nothing short of a miracle for the Netherlands to qualify for the semifinals. Now, so I want to say that the other 9 teams have chances. However, I think the semifinalists are going to come from these 6 teams. And I'm just going to briefly go through these 6 team squad. So Australia, in alphabetical order, I'm going through this in alphabetical order. And from these 6 squad, I'm going to pick the semifinalists at a later date, because I believe that these are the 6 squad. So there's the Australian team on the screen. The thing about the Australian team is that Travis Head is in that squad. There were talk that Travis Head may have been replaced because he has a broken hand, and right now he cannot play cricket. However, it is believed that by midway through the tournament being so long, and Travis Head being a vital part of the Australian batting lineup, they decided to name him in the 15. The ICC have made it clear to Cricket Australia that they will not grant a replacement for Travis Head if he has been named in the final 15. But Australia decided to take that risk. Also in the preliminary squad was Ashton Agar, but Ashton Agar leave for personal reason. He went back to Australia to witness the birth of his child and have not returned. Therefore, he has been replaced by Marnus Labachin. There are some rumors on the other hand that he's also injured. That's why he has not been replaced. The England squad that was announced earlier, the preliminary squad that was announced earlier, I've seen only one change. And 7 members of the squad played in the 2019 finals. One change to the squad, and that is Harry Brook instead of Jason Roy. Jason Roy, who played in that 2019 final, have a back issue that the ECB gave him enough time to try and recover, but he was unable to recover. So Harry Brook, there were much talk in England about the omission of Harry Brook. So he has been included in the team. Now, India is another one of those 6 teams that I think will make it to the semi-final. And as host countries, they have a very good chance. And I think that if India doesn't really do well in this World Cup, if they don't win this World Cup, it will be a long, long time before they win again. And that doesn't mean that I'm picking India to win the World Cup due to those comments. They have made one change to their squad also. They have replaced Aksar Patel with Ravichan Ashwin. So Ashwin have been called up for another World Cup, replacing Aksar Patel in the original 15 that was submitted. In the case of New Zealand, Kane Williamson is back to captain the team, although he have not played any cricket since getting an injury in a match in Pakistan earlier this year. And New Zealand are sweating on his fitness also. So that's the New Zealand squad on the screen. Trent Boult is there, Chapman is there, and so Mitchell Santa, Sodi, and Tim Southee. Along the way, there were some injuries and some players were ruled out. But finally, New Zealand have secured on this squad. Now, Pakistan, who had visa issues before traveling to India, their visa were only issued 48 hours before going to India. The big clash of the tournament will take place on Saturday, October 15th or 14th. It was Saturday, October 14th. That's the big clash between India and Pakistan. I don't know why the Pakistani were so worried about their visa. I would not have been worried if I was in Pakistan's shoes. I would just continue to do what I have to do because India knows that they have to grant the visa. So the noise that was making surrounding the non-granting of the visa up to 48 hours before they were scheduled to fly to India. If I was in Pakistan, if I had anything to do with the Pakistani team, I would say to the players, don't worry. They have to grant us our visa. Don't give them the attention that they are looking. Because clearly, they were looking some attention. And the 6th team, which I think the 4 semifinals will come from, is the perennial chokers, the South Africa. Is it that Guyana Amazon Warriors have won the CPL? So is it time that South Africa to win the World Cup? Maybe you should just put a bet on South Africa winning this World Cup. That now that Guyana Amazon Warriors have got the monkey of choking off their back. So that's South Africa. They will be without their fast bowler. That's Nortje. Nortje, who's capable of bowling 150 kilometers per hour, did not recover from his injury, and he will be out of the tournament. Now, for the start time of the matches will start at 3:30 a.m. in Jamaica and 4:30 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. Most matches will start at 3:30 a.m. in Jamaica and 4:30 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. On Saturdays, there will be an early start where the matches start 12 midnight in Jamaica and 1 a.m. in the Eastern Caribbean. So on Saturday, there will be some early starts. Now, 16 umpires have been selected for the tournament. 10 of these umpires are new umpires, and while 10 of these umpires, I'm sorry about that, 10 of these umpires are returning umpires who have officiated in ICC World Cup before, and there are 6 new ones. The only West Indian in this list is Joel Wilson. So there's 1 umpire from the West Indies in this list. The first match of the tournament will take place next week, as I said, next week Thursday, between the last World Cup finalists, who are New Zealand and England. We'll see Kumar Damasia and Nitin Neon joined by TV umpire Paul Wilson, and the 4th umpire will be Shakib Selkat, and the match referee will be Javanal Srinath. So the 2 umpires that are going to do the first match is Kumar Damasia and Antonio Menyan. Menyan is an Indian and is the youngest member of the panel, and he's a new umpire. I think he's about 39 years old. And so he will have the opportunity to go with Kumar Damasia in that first match at Ahmedabad between last year beat the finalists. I mentioned Javagal Srinath as the match referee for this first match. There are 4 match referees that have been listed. And those 4 match referees are Jeff Crow from New Zealand, Andy Pycroft from Zimbabwe, Richie Richardson from the West Indies, and of course, Javagal Srinath from India. Now, how much money are these teams tend to earn in this World Cup? Well, there you have it on the screen. The winner of the World Cup will earn a minimum of $4 million. The first place team, $4 million. The second place team will get $2 million. Third and fourth, that's the losing semifinalists, will each get $800,000, and we're talking US dollars. The 5th to 10, those are the teams, the 6 teams that did not make it to the semifinals. Each one of them will get $100,000. In addition to those money, when you win a match in the first round, you get $40,000 for each match that you win in the first round. So there's a lot of money to be made at this World Cup. Those are the basic information around the 2023 ODI World Cup. I'm happy for you to be in here. If there are any comments, I will take a few of your comments. Good morning. Good morning, the champion. How are you? Nice to see you. Tony, welcome, Tony. Blame Ains for West Indies not in the World Cup. So Tony believes that Ains should be blamed for West Indies not in the World Cup. Happy Thursday. Tony said, when a company failed to do, you blame the employees. You have to, when a company failed, do you blame the employees? No, you blame the management, correct? So West Indies Cricket Board must take the responsibility for West Indies not being in the World Cup. A number of persons would have agreed with that view, and many persons would express that view. And while Cricket West Indies must take some blame for the team not qualifying for the World Cup, they should be blamed, of course. There's some responsibility there. But there comes a time also when the players must also take some responsibility for the team not qualifying for the World Cup. As professional athlete, and I'm not absolving Cricket West Indies from any blame here, but as professional athletes, these guys must take some responsibility in their fitness and their preparation. We'll look at that team that went to the qualifiers in Zimbabwe, and that team was filled with big belly men. There's no doubt about that. They could not run, they could not sustain any intensity for the duration of the game. So no doubt that some blame should be attached to Cricket West Indies, but also the players must take some responsibility. Lou Prudent, it has been a while since I'm last seen you. Big up, Lou Prudent. Thank you for your comment. And Mr. Casanova is saying, my pick is Australia or England to win. India will continue to choke. Mr. Casanova, you're onto something there. You're really onto something, because at this stage in the tournament, I'm not leaning towards India winning. I think they will struggle to make the semifinal. They may just make it. But I will be more definitive as the tournament draws closer and I continue with my analysis. But Mr. Casanova, maybe your mind and my mind are in the right place, are in the same place. I will be praying for an associate team to beat India. So I think there's only one associate team in the competition, and that is the Netherlands. So you'll be praying for the Netherlands to beat India. Now, on some other news, Cricket West Indies have issued clarity about who will host the final of the 2024 T20 World Cup. Cricket West Indies have said that Guyana, Barbados, and Trinidad and Tobago have bid to host the finals. No decision has yet been made because this decision will be made by the ICC. CWI have recommended the 3 venues to the ICC to make a decision. So the claim coming out of Barbados that Kensington Oval will host the finals is incorrect. No truth to that statement. The venue for the final have not yet been decided. The champion is saying that I want someone new to win. Okay, there are some persons who express that view, but I don't think there will be a new winner this year. Although, except South Africa. And maybe the champion, maybe you are just onto something there. As we said that Guyana having won the CPL, maybe this year is the year for the chokers to win. So maybe South Africa may just win this year. Any one of those venues will be good. That is true. I have no issue with any one of those venues. Although I heard that the New York bid have made a late bid to host the final also. But I don't think we'll be carrying the final of a World Cup. That Cricket West Indies won the bid to host. And we must remember that this bid was not a bid for the West Indies and the USA. It was Cricket West Indies who won the bid to host the World Cup and decided that they're going to play some matches in the USA. That must be made clear. Also, last night, the West Indies played their first match in Australia. That's the women team, and there will be an interview this evening, 7 p.m. in the Eastern Caribbean, 6 p.m. Jamaican time. There'll be an interview with one of the players this evening. But last night, the West Indies, they win their first match on tour of Australia. So just let me put up the score there. They played against the New South Wales women, and in that match, New South Wales batting first made 105 for 9 of their 20 overs, with someone by the name of Sammy Joe Johnson getting 28 for them and Anna Darlington 24. Charisma Ramarak from the West Indies, she got 3 for 12 in her 3 overs, and there were also 2 wickets apiece for Ailey Matthews and Alia Alain. When West Indies batted, they were in early trouble as both Stephanie Taylor and Rashada Williams went for ducks. However, Sherman Campbell with 33 and Ailey Matthews with 24, it should be 24, carried the team to victory at 106 for 6. The 2 not-out batswomen were Zayda James and Chanel Henry. Those were the 2 not-out batswomen at the end. I think Zayda James was not out and 15. So it should be 24. Matthews did not make 34. She made 24. Stella Campbell from New South Wales, she got 3 for 16 from 2 overs. So the West Indies women are off to a winning start in Australia. The first match will be on the 1st of October, which is Saturday night our time. So please cheer for the West Indies women and support them and watch the match. Take care and have a great day. Thank you for being here, and please remember to slash a like in the video and click on that subscribe button. Have a wonderful day, everyone. See you tomorrow morning.